Welcome back to my... Oh no, wait. You're not on my channel. Well, you're welcome to come to my channel, but welcome to Paper Ghost's channel. He's on holiday and he asked me if I could make a little something to keep him occupied. Well, not him, you, obviously. And yeah, I thought that would be a good idea. And I'm going to respond to a little something I found some time ago about a guy talking about why feminism is such a good thing and blah 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 blah. And the title of that little video is "We Are the Lions." I hope you're going to enjoy my little response to it. And if not, well, criticism is always welcome, so I would love to hear from you. Anyway, let's get started.
I don't have a problem with pornography. I mean, I don't get upset when I see sexually exploitive commercials. In fact, those are usually my favorite ones. I mean, I don't know what her ass has to do with my hamburger, but I'm gonna drive through the very next day.
And so the stage is set. This is an average guy, and an average guy likes tits and ass. No clue what it has to do with any hamburgers, but hey, who cares? Well, you know, the thing is, he's not really an average guy, because where most guys actually would enjoy a good-looking woman, don't get me wrong, the way he talks about it seems a little bit, I don't know, forced. People will enjoy it, obviously, for a while, but after a while it gets stale real fast. Anyway, he's the average person. Let's just assume that this is the case. He's the average person. Let's continue.
I have a problem with violent movies or images or the word bitch. Don't have a problem with jokes about women. In fact, I freely admit there are times where I sit back with my fellas and kick back, talk about some bitch and how I wish I could hit that, talk openly in public places, unconcerned if your kids laugh. I mean, it's just words, just jokes, just dudes talking shit that you never expect's gonna get back, however.
Don't you just love that, however? This is the thought police. You have been found guilty of wrongthink. Please assume the position. Seriously though, when did sticks and stones no longer apply? This is ridiculous. Yes, okay, if little kids heard it, there might have been a reason to be a little bit more careful. Just like you don't swear around little kids normally because reasons. Not that I agree with any of those reasons, but fair enough. How is this any different? So we're not to make jokes or talk about certain things because kids might take it the wrong way? Well, that's why we educate them. That's why we raise them. Not to do as we do, but to realize why we do what we do and try to influence them in doing better. Are they not allowed to make certain jokes? Well, it might be better for them not to make them, but they need to learn this themselves. Anyway, I'm drifting. Continue with your thought crime, my friend.
I do have a problem with violence and cruelty and rape and abuse. And even if we know it's just me, it's just you, it's just a few harmless jokes between me and my dudes, it still perpetuates a culture where it's easy to confuse the link between the jokes and the bruise, between her getting choked and what's just jokes between dudes. And if there's a connection between the things I don't have a problem with and the things that I do, then perhaps I need to rethink my views on the way we view women and how many views sexually exploitive images get on YouTube.
And here we go wrong. Listen, you making a joke doesn't mean you automatically are in favor of rape. Even if you do make a rape joke, the thing with jokes is that they're meant to make you laugh. They're not meant to be taken serious. If you now are going to take your own jokes serious, or you're going to take the jokes of other people serious, then I'm sorry, there's a special cave where you belong and it's got padded walls and all that. Nah, that's unfair of me. That's not nice. Fair enough. I'd apologize. At the same time though, I have said it and you're still not in that cave. So words don't actually have any true power. Well, unless of course, because I said it, you now went to that cave because you feel my words do have power, but then it's you giving me that power. Thank you. Anyway, no, there is no such thing as a thought crime. Well, there is in Orwell. but not in the real world, and you're trying to make it a real thing. Why? This is unfair, this is unreasonable, and it's not helping anyone. What you're just now doing is saying, well, no, but because I make jokes about rape, some other dude starts raping another woman, or another woman starts raping another dude, or a woman starts raping a woman, or a dude starts raping a dude. Doesn't make a difference. They're not doing it because you made the joke. Why are you thinking you're this powerful? And more to the point, why do you think that everyone does not have agency? That they cannot make up their own freaking mind? Criminals know that crime is bad and they still do it. Rapists know damn well that you shouldn't rape. They still do it. So you making a joke or not has zero effect on that. Why are you trying to stop me from making jokes, knowing that it has zero effect?
My best friends have beautiful children. And if what I have to do to keep their daughters from getting raped or harassed or abused is choose to accept domestic violence as a man's issue too, then I'll do that. And if their sons grow to be like the men that they see, so it's on me to live like the men I want them to be, then I will do that too.
You know, first off, domestic violence is a people issue. It's not just a man's issue. It's not just a woman's issue. Men and women are both victims in this. Men and women are both perpetrators in this. This is something that happens, and it's bad enough as it is. Why make it gendered? Anyway, if you want to teach your children how to be good adults, teach them the difference between good and evil. Teach them the difference between thinking something and joking about something and actually doing something. Therein lies the reality. It's not that they're not allowed to make jokes about something, because a joke isn't real. As soon as jokes start becoming real, or reality is no longer allowed to be made fun of, we have a problem. And this is what you're advocating for now. So we have a problem.
And when they're of a certain age, I will tell them this story I heard when I was young about this village being terrorized by lions. See, every so often in this village, the villagers would wake to find beds ransacked, bodies torn, and for some odd reason, the bodies were always female. Panicked, the men of the village started sleeping in shifts to make sure at least one man was always watching. Despite that, the lions came. Too worried to sleep now, the mothers crept to the beds of their babies, and there, watching over them, they learned why the victims were never men. Because on random nights, for unknown reasons, as the fog crept in and the moon caught in the branches, the boys and men of the village became the very thing the women they loved feared most. When I was young, I thought that story was about lions. It's not. See, when we are children, the monsters are under the bed. When we are adults, the monsters have moved. They are inside us. They fight us. They climb in bed beside us. And so to stay safe from danger, we raise our girls to believe they must avoid it, and we raise our boys to believe they must become it.
And here your stupidity leaves me doubting that you're even a human being, that you even have any idea what the fuck you're on about. Seriously. There are plenty of stories like that. I know these stories like werewolf stories. Yeah? But the ones committing the crime are unable to control themselves. Is this a good thing? Well, no. On average, a werewolf dies in the end of the story. He gets killed by his peers, either whilst being a werewolf, either whilst being a human, whilst not knowing what he did wrong. And this is what you're advocating. Let's kill all the men, let's kill all the boys, because they are wrong. Well, not physically kill them. No, mentally kill them. Tell them how bad they are, how every problem in the world is their fucking fault. You, my friend, are a poodle. You are a little bitchy dog barking at my knee. For fuck's sake. This pisses me off. You're trying to make this thing a gendered thing. It's not a gendered thing. Are there male rapists? Yes, and this is a problem. Are there female rapists? Yes, but you deny it. Seriously, this pisses me off so much. I'm not even sure if I'm going to continue with the rest of your story, because Do we need to tell our boys not to rape our children? Well, you know what? On average, my answer would still be no, because they fucking well know they shouldn't. Just like you know you shouldn't. How many people have you raped? Okay, you made jokes about rape. Fair enough. How many people did you rape? I made jokes about rape. You know how many people I raped? I can count them on one finger, and then I don't even need that one finger. Seriously. This pisses me off no end. How come you are this stupid? Who paid you to do this? Because you're not helping anyone. By stories like this, by blaming our youth, by blaming our boys, you're not changing the situation. What you are doing is creating a situation where a boy has a simple choice. Either I'm a perpetrator, or I'm a pussy. Now, if I'm a perpetrator, that's a problem because people get hurt by me. That's not cool. But if I'm a pussy, I get hurt. Now, if I'm a perpetrator, if I accept that I'm a perpetrator, I don't really need to do anything. I mean, it's assumed that I'm a criminal anyway, so by not doing anything, nothing changes. Know what? I'm not going to change. I'll stay the perpetrator. And you will probably say, well, I'll stay a pussy. Or a poodle. Don't you see what you're doing? You're undermining the very biological nature of men to make them seem weak. And you're undermining the very biological nature of women to make them seem weak. Why are you doing this? Who is being helped with this? Rape is a bad thing. Yes, we both agree with that. There's nothing I can say about that. And then you make it sound as if all men are rapists. You fucking piece of shit. How many people did you rape? And the thing is, this thing called self-fulfilling prophecy. If I tell you something is real long enough, eventually, because I told you, it will become real. This is why a lot of women currently are believing the 1 in 5 rape statistic, which has been debunked so many times, proven to be bullshit so many times. But they still believe it. Why do they still believe it? Because it's been repeated time and time again. So now suddenly we have to worry for women getting raped in college campuses in the US. Probably the safest place in the world they'll ever be, and they're afraid, thanks to people like you. And boys are worried that they're rapists. Gender dysphoria is being created in this fucking manner. We don't let boys be boys, we don't let girls be girls. Bullshit. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to cool down a bit because this really does piss me off. There are genuine problems, and he's actually addressing part of a genuine problem. But then he makes it gendered. Domestic violence? Yes, real issue. Sexual violence? Yes, real issue. So it must have been men doing it. No! Now you made it from a real issue to, well, politics. It's impossible to address the real issue when you keep making it gendered with word games like this. Well, but rape is bad. Yes, we all know rape is bad. No one is saying it isn't. But by saying it's something only done by boys or by men, you're denying the fact that boys and men are victims too. And that there are female, girls and women, who commit these acts as well. Hell, there are boys committing them to boys and girls committing them to girls as well. I mean, why are you making the problem gendered? Why can't we just address the problem? Why does it have to be, well, yeah, but boys are the problem. I mean, we turn into lions at night, and yeah, that's why I have to tell girls to be safe. Well, it's never a bad idea to tell girls to be safe. Actually, we tell our boys to be safe too, don't we? We do. When they go out at night, we worry about them till they get back home. We do. You pretend it's not true, but you're full of it. Anyway, I'm just repeating myself here. It's a little bit annoying to me that people like this dare to lie the way they do. And there aren't enough people speaking out against it. And I know there are plenty of people who do speak out against it, but we don't reach an audience nearly as big as they do. After all, if you have about 2,000 feminists claiming something is bad, it will be blocked. You can have 10,000 of people saying, no, no, this is a good thing, but those 2,000 feminists will get something blocked. I mean, look at the Red Pill documentary in Australia. Look at the YouTube heroes. Look at Twitter. If you're white and a man, then you're wrong. Doesn't matter whatever it is you're talking about, you're wrong. But that's me mansplaining it, of course. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my little movie. And if you didn't, let me know why not. If you did, let me know why. Criticism, as always, is more than welcome. Now, normally at the end of this, I would say, please like, share, subscribe. Actually, I'm still going to say that. Please like, share, subscribe. Paper Ghost got some brilliant stuff out there. So, yeah, check his stuff. And if this movie made you curious about Modwain Aileron, please join me on my channel. I've got more stuff there as well. Anyway, thank you all for your time and have a good day.